Skool is the main one. Like, it is the main one.
Ginn has built a massive social media following and runs the largest real estate community on Skool with over 38,000 members. In this video, I talk with Zach about his interesting free community model that generates more revenue than paid coaching, why he continues to use other platforms like Discord and Facebook, even though he's a hardcore Skool user.
I think we had over 250,000 people on that site just logging in every day.
And why he believes Skool is positioned to become the dominant platform in the next 3 years.
I think one of the best things about Skool, which nobody talks about, is
Zach, super appreciate having you here, man. You have a YouTube channel that is at over 100,000 subs and an Instagram that's over 300,000. How long did it take you to build those platforms up?
Yeah, it took me about 6 years to go do that. And that was a quite interesting journey. I actually have 5 YouTube channels now.
Wow.
That's a whole different story. But combine them all, it's like 250,000 subscribers on all of them. And they're all for different things, but they're all real estate related. And the Instagram, I actually blew that Instagram up in a year. So I went from 10,000, 300,000 in a year. And all just because I talk about what I'm passionate about and what I'm good at. I don't like to talk about things I'm not good at. And that's definitely been quite a journey. It took about 6 years.
So with all of those followers on all those different platforms, why did you decide to start bringing people to Skool?
And I'm a lot different than the average kind of course influencer guy. I teach it for free. And the reason I teach it for free is if I teach someone for free, they send me a real estate deal. And on a real estate deal, I can make $20,000 just doing one real estate deal. And I just split it with someone. So I'll make 10,000, you'll make 10,000. And I make more money doing real estate deals than I am selling coaching. And that's where I spend the majority of my time because all I do is I don't even like coaching. I just like to wholesale, right?
Right.
I like teaching it. And so I knew about Skool, but I'm like, I got really nothing to sell. It's like, what's the point? And so I decided I was going to make my own website and kind of make a online course there for free. And so I don't know. I think you're very familiar with Alex Hormozi, right?
Of course.
If you go on hisacquisitions.com, right, he has a course on his website. And that's what I did. I had my own course with my own website and I had Vimeo hosting it and it was all great. And I did that for a very long time. I think we had over 250,000 people on that site just logging in every day, watching it. And that was very cool. But the problem was, I just had it on there. Like there's no collecting the emails. There's none of all that stuff, right? And I'd email people like, hey, send me real estate deals and make money. And the problem with that is it's just a site. There's no community. Like there's like, no one can talk with each other. I had YouTube, like that was it. And I decided, I was going to what's a better option? Then I found Skool and I was like, oh, I can do it for free. Oh, sign me up. And I found out that was way more powerful because I got everyone from my social medias to go to my site. But now people are organically searching, how do I get into real estate on Skool? And they're joining mine. Okay. And so it's like, I'm getting like a double whammy effect. And it's been really good. And as I said, right, I have 5 YouTube channels and I have live streams on each one. It's like, when's that going live? Well, I have a calendar link now and people know exactly when I'm going live. And so it was a match made in heaven. It was absolutely perfect. And hopefully when native video comes out, I don't have to pay Vimeo thousands of dollars a month to go host videos, which will be very nice for me.
Yeah, it's coming soon, apparently.
So I'm really excited for that, man.
Your community is huge too. It's like more than 30,000 people. How do you manage a community that big?
Yeah. And so it's actually insane how many people are on there. I also have a Discord, which, I don't know, it's good to say on Skool, but like I got Discord, young kids absolutely love it. But like we've had a lot of community. So I'm actually very good at it. I actually have a Facebook group with 160,000 people. Okay. And I've had that for about 4 or 5 years. And that was a long term to learn how to do it. But everyone's really nice. Everyone's really good. I try to make sure that everyone plays fair. Literally the only issues I ever have are those scammers, which, I don't know if that's right to say about Skool, but like, those people that like they'll comment to get the level 3 and then they'll DM my entire community, go buy my course or like go join this WhatsApp group. And it's not like even helping. That's the only issue I ever have. And we're pretty good at the moderator. So we have moderators and they go moderate it, make sure it's all good. But it's a lot of people, man.
It's huge. I'm wondering, like, what are some of the advantages that you see of using the Skool platform as opposed to Facebook or Discord? Because you have this experience building on other platforms. Like, what
Mhm.
makes Skool unique for you?
Dude, School's the best. First 5 YouTube channels. It's like, where's that going live on there? Boom, it's right there. The course content, it's right there under Classroom. It's like, well, I can go chat with other people. The map features like, so real estate's very market specific, and we have people all over the world virtually doing it. So it's like, hey, it's really cool because like I have people like in Finland that are trying to get into wholesaling, and it's like, it'd be really cool if anyone else in my city in Finland is into wholesaling. We have so many people. It's like this crazy off city in Finland. There's like 3 other guys in the group. It's like, and then they go hang out.
Yeah.
It's so cool that like it's all integrated right there and it's all perfect. It's like, well, you gotta go download my real estate contract. It's in Classroom. It's all in there, and it's really powerful. I think one of the best things about Skool, which nobody talks about, is I have 36,000 people in there, right? If I want to send an email blast to them, right, I have to go set it up. I have to go and I have to pay for it. I mean, to send 36,000 emails, it'll probably cost you $100 if you used SendGrid.
Mhm.
All I have to do is make a post, press email to everyone, and I just saved $100. Don't tell Sam that, but I literally the $100 a month it cost me to have my school group, I save $400 just emailing.
Right.
It's just such a no brainer, man.
Mm. You're also like active on Schoolers lately in the main community platform. I'm kind of curious about time management, like with all these different projects and things going on, like how do you manage to organize it all?
Well, it's a lot. I'm being very active in there for a couple of reasons. First, I'm learning a lot, which is very important, and I've been just listening to all these other people give me advice on it, and I've been on this journey of trying to up my discovery on there
Mm.
because Skool is very secretive about how discovery works. And I went up when you go to discovery and you see calligraphy's number one. It's like, how are they number one? Like, and they're like, and then they won't tell you the metrics, but they kind of look at them like, well, they're probably really good at what they're doing. And so I started talking to other people. And what's crazy to me about Skool versus everything else is I can go message Sam or Andrew and they'll just tell me like, hey, if you do this, it'd be better. I'm like, done. And automatically the whole group gets better because they know Skool better than me.
Of course.
And I've been in there just learning, right? Because I'm a real estate guy. I have no idea how Skool used to work. And I'm just in there after talking. And what I've always found is if I give something that works for me, they'll give something back to me. It's like, hey, this works for you. And what I've always found is if I get better at it, then it just automatically improves. And so I've been in there active a lot lately because I've been learning as much as I've been giving. And it's really been helping. And the amount of people joining my Skool group because I'm getting better at it just keeps increasing. And so it's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that I hear the most is how present Sam is and the rest of the team in terms of feedback, getting feedback under, really having that kind of connection with the team that's building it. Is there any other communities on Skool that you've been like checking out? Like, have you been exploring the platform much? Networking with other owners on the platform?
Yeah. So there's actually a lot of real estate guys that reached out and it's really cool. And I've been looking at the other like real estate, like wholesaling school groups, and that's very interesting. So I was very deliberate when I made my school group to call it wholesaling real estate. And so when someone searches wholesaling pops up, there's been 3 or 4 copycat school group, the same name.
Mm.
And it's like, I don't know how that works. But I got the domain skool.com/wholesaling, which is like
Right.
my favorite. But I like the other ones, right? So there's a lot of cool fitness ones. There's some other good ones on YouTube. I think my favorite one is Course with the K.
Oh, yeah,
with
of
Matt.
course, yeah.
I think he's really good at what he's doing. And I think that I know this sounds really cliche, but like the AI automation thing's been blowing up so crazy
Mm-hmm.
in Skool. And it's like, well, why is it blowing up? And I start going in there. I'm like, wow, there's a lot more for me to learn. And I've been using that like crazy too. I think the AI stuff and the fitness stuff, because those are both my other passions,
Yeah.
have been really good.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been exploring the AI automation communities all the time right now. It's so helpful. Like there's a reason that technology is obviously blowing up right now.
Oh yeah. It's not that it's how to use the AI.
Yeah.
And I don't know it. And these people know it way better than me.
Because you're managing these like massive audiences and massive groups, like do you have a lot of automations and AI and stuff integrated into your business already? Or is that stuff that you're just building out now?
Yeah. So, School's very interesting, right? Because like obviously I like to be very like in depth with my time. And it seems like it's not worth my time to be in that school group because I'm doing all this stuff. But like if I can learn school better and I'll get an extra 30 people joining the group a day, I make a lot of money just real estate deals coming to me. So I don't mind that part. But the automation's interesting. I heard someone I used to like scheduling posts on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone told me like, oh, the reason school doesn't do that is because it's not as personal. Like I was like, huh. It just blew my mind.
Mm.
And I think the automations in school, the reason there's not as many is because like that's not like how real community works. Automated AI chat, everything. And so I've tried to make it kind of as genuine as possible. It's been really cool. And I think with the new stuff coming out in school, it's just going to be even better and better. Like we can literally just live stream this probably in 2 months. I think that'd be even better.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much you're spending on Riverside, but probably don't have to spend that anymore.
It's true. Yeah, it's gonna a lot of the things that we're spending money on will start to get replaced, I think, as Skool builds these internal tools for us. For other like creators who have maybe big audiences on other platforms, and they're like, why would I bother bringing stuff to Skool? I already have a massive Discord community. I already have this, Facebook group. Like, what would you say to those people who are thinking about, should I even try this thing?
Well, so I'm a little different, right? So I kind of made this post in Skool yesterday, a couple days ago, and I really do believe it. Skool right now has 15 million users. And I always look at this. I'm like, okay, we have 7 billion people in the world. And I'm like, so how many people, I look at myself in wholesaling is like, how many people want to make a lot of money? And I'm like, well, that's probably hundreds of millions in the United States. Yeah. There's only 15 million people in Skool. Americans probably 5 million. It's like Skool can grow. Skool's going to grow like, I mean, I think ever since Alex bought part of it, right? I think it's been growing like crazy. It's like, I think it's kind of my duty because how much I love Skool, right? It's like, I'm trying to bring as many people into here as possible. And I mean, from my 36,000, I would say over half of them never had a Skool account until they signed up. Like, what's the Skool thing? They didn't even know about it, right? And so I think it's important to have that Discord because people in that Discord, I got 25,000 there. And then somebody in the Discord says, hey, Zach, how do I get your contract? Oh, it's in my classroom in school. Like, oh, okay. They go there. And I've kind of branded it a little differently. Again, I know it's a little like off brand, but like if I'm going out here and I'm on a whiteboard on YouTube and this video is going to get 10,000 views, right? They're like, well, how do I join your course? I don't like saying skool.com/wholesaling, like saying it.
Right.
Because don't get me mad, but like people are like Skool. People told me I did skool.com, SCHOOL, and it didn't come up.
Okay.
And so I just say freewholesaling.com when I talk.
Right.
You go to that domain, it just forwards right to my Skool group.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the point now, most people don't know Skool. And I'm a big believer. I think in 3 years, it's going to be like the platform and I won't have to do that anymore. Yeah. And it's kind of underground right now. It's kind of cool. But the people on Discord, they're like, well, how do I go through a course? They go to the Skool group. And I think it's important to have those platforms right now. I think over time it won't be as important. But yeah, I still think it's important. Like that Facebook group, we just push people into the Skool group from Facebook.
That's really cool. I like to hear that perspective, that it's not an either or, because I think there's a lot of people on Skool, especially there's like, it's all Skool, like screw these other platforms. But you're right. Like you can integrate these things and use those pieces for different purposes. It makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah. And it's really cool to do that. Like I was talking about it too, but like Skool is the main one. Like it is the main one, but people are going to be on Facebook looking for real estate investing. I'm still going to be on there. And I still don't like, even with live streaming happening on Skool coming out, I'm still going to live stream on YouTube. I'll probably do them all together, but I've always found when if I post it on everything, I get more views, and that's the way I like to do it. And I think Skool not being upset about YouTube, like actually embracing YouTube and kind of connecting all together, it's really cool. And I've also found this is I tell everyone in Skool, like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll get subscribers from there. They all work together, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So for somebody who's like interested in getting into wholesaling, like what you do you have any kind of tips for them? The best way to get started in that kind of industry?
They should join my Skool group, man. Like it's it's funny because that's my most common question I get of 300. Like it's so funny, but like I'll get 118-year-old kids like, dude, I just saw you made 20 grand. How do I do that?
Mm,
I literally just school group because I don't have the time to DM 200
of
people.
course.
School group, and it's free. We're gonna be upset, and then they go through the classroom. And they're like, oh my god, this is so organized so well, and so that's helped me so much.
Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Zach, it's been awesome talking with you, man. I really appreciate your time here today. Thanks so much.
Thanks, man.